What if I told you there is a new off-road SUV that is electric and it comes from China? Meet the 2026 BYD Leopard 8. It is big, it is powerful, and it might make Toyota and Land Rover very, very nervous. Let's find out if this beast is the real deal. Welcome back to Wheel Verdict. This is your home for honest car reviews, simple explanations, and the latest news on electric vehicles and future cars. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. Now, let's get into it. First, a quick introduction. BYD is one of the biggest electric car makers in the world. They are from China, and they are growing very fast now. BYD has a special sub-brand called Fang Cheng Bao, or in English, Leopard. This brand is all about tough off-road vehicles. The Leopard 8 is their flagship model. Think of it as BYD's answer to the Toyota Land Cruiser or the Land Rover Defender. Now, let's talk about the design. As you can see on screen, the Leopard 8 looks serious. The front has a big, square grille. The headlights are sharp and modern. There is a lot of black plastic cladding around the body. This protects the car when you go off-road. On the side, you will notice the flat panels and strong shoulder line. The windows are big, so passengers inside get a nice view. The wheel arches are wide, and the wheels are large, expected to be around 20 or 21 inches at the back. There is a full-size spare wheel mounted on the door. This is a classic off-road look. The taillights are connected by a light bar. It looks modern, but also rugged. The ground clearance is expected to be around 220 millimeters or more. That is very good for going over rocks, mud, and rough roads. Step inside, and you will see a very modern cabin. There is a huge screen in the center, expected to be around 15 to 16 inches. It controls almost everything: music, navigation, climate, and car settings. The driver also gets a digital instrument cluster behind the steering wheel. The materials look premium. You will find leather seats, soft touch plastics, and metal trims. As you can see on screen, the front seats are wide and supportive. They should have heating and cooling, very useful in hot or cold weather. The third row is there for kids or shorter trips. For a big SUV like this, that is normal. The boot space is expected to be very generous, enough for luggage, camping gear, or sports equipment. If you fold the third row down, you get a huge flat floor. Now, let's talk technology. The Leopard 8 is packed with features. There is also a 360-degree camera system. This is very helpful when you park or drive on narrow trails. You can see everything around the car on screen for safety. BYD is expected to include many driver assist features: automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring. There may also be off-road driving modes. These adjust the power, suspension, and traction control for sand, mud, rocks, or snow. Very useful for adventure lovers. Here is the exciting part: the powertrain. The 2026 BYD Leopard 8 is expected to be a plug-in hybrid. This means it has both an electric motor and a petrol engine. The combined power is expected to be around 500 to 600 horsepower. That is a lot. The electric-only range is estimated to be around 100 to 150 kilometers. That is great for daily city driving. You can charge it at home or at a public charging station when the battery is low. The petrol engine takes over. This gives you total range of around 1,000 kilometers or more, so no range anxiety on long road trips. Now, for off-roadability, the Leopard 8 is expected to have all-wheel drive. There may be front and rear locking differentials. This helps the wheels grip in mud, sand, or rocks. The suspension is likely to be adjustable. You can raise it for rough trails or lower it for highway driving. As you can see on screen, this SUV can handle serious terrain. Water wading depth is expected to be around 800 millimeters. That is very impressive. Let's talk about price. The 2026 BYD Leopard 8 is expected to start around 350,000 to 450,000 Chinese yuan in China. That is roughly $48,000 to $62,000 USD, or around 40 to 52 lakh Indian rupees now. If BYD brings this car to India, the price may be different because of import taxes. We will update you when official prices are announced, compared to rivals. This is good value. A Toyota Land Cruiser costs much more, often over $80,000 or 70 lakh rupees. The Land Rover Defender is similar, so the Leopard 8 could offer a lot of car for the money. Who are the rivals? Let's compare Toyota Land Cruiser, a legendary off-roader, very reliable, but it is petrol-only and it costs more. Land Rover Defender, stylish, capable, and famous, but it is expensive, and some owners report reliability issues. Tank 700, another Chinese off-road SUV, it is similar in size and price, but BYD's AS hybrid technology may be more advanced. If you want a big family SUV that can also go off-road and you like the idea of electric driving, the Leopard 8 deserves your attention. Who should wait? If you prefer proven brands with big service networks, you may want to wait and see how BYD's reliability and support develop in your country. That is it for today's first look at the 2026 BYD Leopard 8. And tell me in the comments, would you buy this SUV?